Hello, future people.
This is evidence.
This is the voice of the Mr. Ons. Can you hear us, Earthlings?
That's a very old reference.
Look, that was my childhood, alright?
That's the sort of reference that I'd make in school to a sea of blank faces.
It's the kind of reference you could make in our school days and you'd get a blank sea of faces. I mean...
This is Greg Smith speaking at 2050 on the 16th of March. I am held captive. Help me.
The important thing to realise is it's not my fault.
For once.
Greg, Will, it was always your fault.
They keep saying this.
It's because it's true.
I refuse to believe them.
Alright, let's move on to another scene of some kind.
High potential internet. This is scrap the script. And that's my cat. Do people want an adventure title? Because actually the book title generator's come up with a couple of goodies this today.
Sure. Can I get 2 volunteers then to start the scene?
Yes.
Okay, but I might sing.
Alright, Charlie, let's fucking do this.
I
Tim
might
and
not sing.
And yeah, Tim, get hit of the title.
Wolf of the Ocean.
Hallelujah. Sorry.
The sensors are going all over the place. All of the inputs and outputs are getting confused. I smell like I sound. I'm lost and I'm found. God, this submarine's confusing.
Are you swimming like a wolf right now?
I must presume so.
Well, I'm evening the pressure to get our bow level with our stern.
Right. Okay. It's leveling out.
Okay. I'm getting a few pings from all around us, like you were seeing.
What are they?
I don't know, but the ship's cat is quite upset by it.
The ship's cat sounds sick.
I mean, cats are only ever designed to be on the surface of the water. Putting a cat in a submarine to catch mice kind of defeats the object. So I'm not sure where the mice would be coming from down
Lieutenant
here.
Bosun, is there a problem?
We appear to be surrounded by things, Captain.
Things.
Yes.
Things.
Multiple things howling at us, Captain. It's hard to describe in multiple words.
We can see them. We can see them on radar. We can see their position, but we can't really get a firm look at any of them. They're just these shapes moving quickly.
Well, we better return to the undersea research base in order to fully analyze these studies. Perhaps,
that's it. Down. That's the way.
How's the cat doing, by the way?
She's quite sick.
Deeply unwell.
But she's settled onto the radar station. Fast asleep.
Gentlemen, I appreciate that this is a novel experience, us spending such a prolonged period on the bottom of the sea, but we have to be conscientious of the scientific import that this may result in. We have to find out what these signals mean.
Yes, Captain, of course. Sorry, I'm just getting quite homesick from all of these weeks of isolation.
Exactly, and you never know what they could be. I mean, mermaids,
wolves,
manatees, fish that are big.
Okay,
My vote
why
is
don't we
for
leave this to
spiders.
science? What?
Doctor.
My vote is it could be spiders down below. You know, you get all sorts of weird things down these trenches. I think it is spiders.
Cabin boy, what are you doing up here?
Looking for spiders.
Oh dear.
Very, very well. Look, why don't we head back to the base, and then we can get the doctor's input. Not the doctor. The
Welcome
professor.
back to the science base! How can I help you?
Doctor would like you to analyse these scans from the latest...
Excellent! Scientific discovery! It's the reason I'm here on the bottom of the ocean, all alone and completely sane.
Doctor, have you been drinking?
Only the seawater. It's good for you.
The kelp is good for you, I have heard.
So's the saline.
Okay. Shit. Okay.
What is this?
These are our readouts. These are our readouts, Doctor.
You must
And then-
go and catch one for me.
Catch.
Here, have a net.
Oh, thank you. Catch
Use
one of the
it.
inky blob things.
Here, have a jar.
Oh, okay.
One
That's
of the
quite
two
a
will
big
work.
jar.
Catch
It
it in
is?
the net and put it in the jar.
We're going to have to bolt this net and jar to the outside of the submarine.
I'm not a mechanic, I'm a scientist.
Clearly.
I
Well-
pay you people for results, not questioning of my motives.
Okay. Before we go out again, would you like to take the cat?
Sure, I love cats. They love me too. We have a connection.
There you
Okay, I think
go.
we should keep the cat on board.
I don't know.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty,
Well,
kitty.
thank you, Doctor. So your input to this is we should go and get one.
Yes, for science.
Okay. For science. Captain Boy,
Yes.
I'm reinstating your rank as engineer.
I cannot be an engineer. I do not know how to engine things.
How are you doing, nephew?
What? Excuse me. I apologize for my uncle. He is a most embarrassing man. Don't believe he even has a medical degree.
Look, we are apparently submarine mercenaries who were hired by an insane scientist who lives at the bottom of the sea. You're related to him.
Why
Is
do you
that how
keep
we got to-
saying
and
that
you-
all the time? We all know the situation.
The pressure must be having an impact on my memory.
We live in this tiny bubble under the ocean, far away from everyone else. We know each other quite well by now, I think.
Yes, I've heard you eat. Each of you move your bowels.
I knew that before you came.
Oh, God.
Does anybody else feel unsettled?
I am, but only because of all the spiders.
I knew you were the kind of person to get unsettled bowels before you came as well.
Lieutenant, I've been unsettled ever since we took this job to work for this strange doctor living at the bottom of the
That's
ocean.
because I feed you nothing but prunes.
Hang on, how can they be prunes? I am certain what we had last night was a beef stew.
Blended prunes look awfully like beef.
But then there was that whole chicken 2 days ago.
Reconstituted prunes look awfully like chicken.
How did you make the jelly?
Where are you getting your
Squashed
prunes
prunes
from?
look awfully like jelly.
Does anyone remember how we got here?
Captain, I thought you did because you're the one who signed the hire agreement.
Well, it all seemed to make perfect sense when I thought we were working for the government, but not now.
I am the government down here. Welcome to my kingdom.
Captain, can we leave?
Yes. Set a course for upwards.
Okay.
Have some prunes before you go.
No! I don't care how many wolves are in the ocean. We've got to go now.
I crave the daylight and space from this.
Listen to the children of the ocean. What beautiful music they make.
Oh!
The spiders! They make so much noise.
Quick, into the bubble. Blop.
Okay.
Anything has got to be better than this.
All right, I'm just going to set the self-destruct button before we go. Beep.
Grab the cat.
Got him.
What?
This seems
That's
somewhat
that very
unfriendly.
four-legged spider on the radar console?
And
Why are
you
we
can
taking
stay
that
here
with us?
too. I don't know who you are, but you are not part of my crew.
Have a prune and relax.
I swear there was more than 3 of us crewing this submarine when we started.
Now the other one of you is prune.
Yeah, how do you make prunes down here if it's not from people?
No, you're right. You're right, Lieutenant. This should be this should man 60 people. What happened to the other 57 of them?
I can't remember.
Oh, it's been so long.
Little do you know, the self-destruct button is just the thing that starts the prune sequencing.
I just hope someone manages to find these records and bring this man to justice.
There is no justice at the bottom of the sea. Only justice is prune.
And spiders.
Yes, nephew, and spiders.
Never
Prune
forget the
spiders.
What? You combined them?
Yes, I took the genetic material of spiders and prunes and made them into prunes.
How devious, uncle.
I think
Okay.
we've taken this as far as it can go. We
Yeah.
should just be silent for now.
Yeah.
Yes, we are pressing the machinery.
Heading for the surface.
Wait. I think there's a Sproon on board. Oh no, it's gonna get free.
What do? We're cornered.
We have to destroy the submarine. Otherwise, we might infect the surface world.
Could we not simply eat the Sproon?
What are you doing here?
We didn't close the door. It affects our memory and capability to do simple tasks.
I'm pressing a button to flood the engines. Goodbye, everyone. Blop, 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 blop.
Another prequel to STS Spontaneity.
The Doctor's origin story.
Part
feels like that would've-
11.
Murder
That
and
would've fitted.
madness at the bottom of the sea.
That would have fitted quite nicely in that weird time travelling episode.
I think
So we all
the Doctor. I think Bioshock with the Doctor would be a game.
Yes.
Bioshock with the
horrifying.
Doctor would make less sense than Bioshock does.
And Bioshock makes almost no sense already.
Oh, I do like the idea of a plague of Sprunes.
I quite liked the existential horror of no idea what was happening or what had happened.
There is no past or future, only prune.
You can tell that we're all quite tired. And just kind of gone off the head.
Can you tell when I'm tired, or did it just all stay the same?
It all stays the same with you, Will.
So, what did you do this evening? Well, we did a funny little bit about Leonard Cohen murdering some cats.
Which is not recorded for the internet.
And then we recorded the prune bit. We didn't decide to put that on the internet for some reason best known to ourselves.
It's fun. We could do
Just-
another one.
Ranted about madness and death.
It was a strange Lovecraftian cross with prune.
To be fair, the beginning sounded like Waiting for Godot at the bottom of the sea. Anyway, all right. Next, moving on. Hywel, Will, do you want to? Oh, sorry, Will, did you stop? No, you didn't, because you were the Doctor, obviously. Hywel, Will, do you want to start the next one off?
Yes.
Would you like
Sure.
Let's have a prompt word starting with L.
Lemur.
Lemurs go.
Why did you bring me a lemur?
Thought you might like it. You
I
did
love
mention. Yeah,
I
well,
love
exactly.
lemurs. Everything to do with lemurs. Lemur fur, lemur like accessories.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Big
I mean, you
lemurs,
went
small lemurs, medium-sized lemurs, all of
you
them.
went on about it so much last Christmas. I just thought that, well, he clearly likes lemurs. So what else can you get the man who has everything other than a lemur?
That's true. I didn't have everything. I didn't have a lemur before.
See, exactly. Now you have a lemur.
It's very
No-
quiet.
I mean, they don't make a great deal of noise.
All my research suggests the contrary, really, so far. There we are. Ah, yes, the soothing song of the leaf.
Well, it's yours now. You want
Correct.
it? You
It's
keep
ours
it?
now.
No, it's definitely yours as a present. I don't want to take it away from you.
But as we live together, you can enjoy it all the time anyway.
Oh well, you see, we do together, but not anymore. I'm moving out. I've just given notice on the tenancy.
Little do
As
you
of
know,
2
I'm
minutes
also
ago.
moving out to the same place you've just rented with my lemur. It was a surprise. I wasn't going to tell you when we got there.
Oh,
The lemur's coming too, by
lovely.
the way.
Sorry?
The lemur's coming too.
The le-
That's right, Leamy.
I think the lemur's just thrown up on you.
That's just a gentle, affectionate way that lemurs work.
And
See?
it's done it again.
Throw up on you too now.
I
It
know.
means it
'Cause
likes you.
are you sure? Because I don't think it has any reason to like me. I did steal it from a zoo.
Maybe it was a bad zoo.
It had a lot of friends there.
A lot of things there.
Friends.
Friends.
Knock, knock, knock.
Come in.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I was just passing by, and I thought I heard the gentle lilting tune of the lemur
I see a
filtering out
fellow-
onto
you're
the
a fellow
evening.
lemur enthusiast then.
No, not a lemur. No lemurs here. Don't know what. No, that's
What are you
It's
talking
not
about?
a
This is
lemur.
a fellow lemur friend.
no lemurs here.
No lemurs, but that distinctly sounds like the mating call of the ring-tailed lemur.
How did you know that?
Oh, I am, as was said, a lemur enthusiast. In fact, if you happen to have a lemur about your person, I'd be willing to offer a large amount of money for said lemur.
Oh,
You can't take my new lemur away.
our lemur, right?
Our
I
lemur.
will happily sell my stake in this lemur.
No! It was a gift. You can't sell the gift you just gave me.
To part with such a creature of such unparalleled grace and dignity, I would be willing to offer £500,000
Well,
For half a lemur.
for a whole lemur. It's either a whole lemur or no lemur.
We'll take
that's
it.
my philosophy.
we will
No,
take your money.
I wouldn't give up my treasured companion, either of you. If someone offered me £500,000 for you, I wouldn't give you to them for that.
Well, it's funny you should say so, because I am also in the market for an idiot friend.
I will. Okay, fine. If you give me £500,000, you can get the idiot friend, and the lemur will come as part of the package.
That sounds like a great deal. I get an idiot friend and a lemur for the price I was offering for just the lemur.
Exactly. So if you could just make the check out to Thomas. Okay,
That's right,
maybe
memorise
another
the
check.
signature, lemur.
That one's a little bit damp now.
Okay, well, here we go. It's to Thomas, and I'll just hand that over to you. And now come and welcome to my human and also animal zoo.
Thank you very much. And I am going to leave very quickly and change my name
Wow.
and move to Bolivia. Goodbye.
I'm afraid you're not.
What?
Unfortunately, now I kind of own you.
No. You own the other one.
Sorry?
You bought the other one, not
Oh,
me.
about this one. Sorry. Oh,
I feel somewhat dehumanized by this whole process.
I was surprised you weren't complaining more. I thought it was anyway.
I was too happy about the lemur.
well, you and the lemur will be able to stay together forever now.
I'm going to Bolivia. Bye.
Wow.
Sorry.
Oh, thank goodness.
Finally, some intelligent conversation, eh?
That was quite difficult to work around.
So
Never work with children or animals, is that what they say?
So my offer was that the lemur was sick. That was my offer.
Sound like a healthy lemur to me.
Not the dulcet tones of the lemur.
The graceful voice of the lemur ringing out through the jungle.
Definitely an assumption there that we know what a lemur sounds like normally.
I'm pretty sure they stay quiet. They're
I'm fairly
prey
sure they're.
animals.
As someone who's gone to zoos, I've spent time around lemurs being very quiet, sometimes eating fruit, and sometimes sat with
Wait, is
their
that
hands.
you or the lemurs?
Both sat with their hands holding their feet like a child waiting for a story.
Oh!
I know. You wouldn't
I've
read a
just found
story to something that made that noise.
So apparently, lemurs scream.
They scream. Oh, we all gotta watch us now.
They make
Screaming.
horrifying noises.
Oh god, they do.
Screaming lemurs.
Scream. Shall we do another one?
Yeah,
Who will
I
start?
will watch this.
The undiscovered Leonard Cohen album, Screaming Lemurs.
The synthesis between our two sea. And how do we get the sea spiders prune monkeys in there?
We don't.
They're always there.
we pretend it never happened because that's the homage it wants.
I've got a suggestion if two people want to start.
Yeah.
I'm going to start. So, Charlie, yep, you and me. We're going to start. Suggestion?
One of you is a taxi driver and the other is a passenger.
Sorry, was that one's a taxi driver?
A taxi driver, not a tax driver.
Wait, so you're saying you're a taxi driver and a CPA?
I suppose so. It's just what's happened with, you know.
Oh, the gig economy, right?
Yeah. You gotta find ways to make ends meet or move where the ends are. So yeah, just a little bit
Make
of
them
that.
meet.
Yep.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm really glad I met you because I have a lot of really complicated accounts that are, let's just say, on the rough side of the illegal divide.
Okay. I've already got 1 meter running, but I suppose I can start the other one. I do accounting per mile or minute.
Go first.
Oh yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah. Go on. Do tell.
No, drive where I'm going first, but then after that, I'd love it. It sounds like you could take a look at my accounts.
Yeah.
This is how people find accounts, right?
I mean, these days it's who you know, right?
I don't know you at all, so I think that's a positive thing.
Yep, that's what they say. When they say that idiom, who you know, it's all about knowing the fewest number of people so you can't be implicated later in their crimes. Oh, damn it, the fuzz. With their classic fuzz noise, I will stop.
Why are they chasing you? You weren't speeding or anything?
No.
Excuse me, sir. Is this your car?
This is my car.
Just keep your hands where we can see them.
Okay, fine.
It's
not my car. I just got the Supra.
I'm not talking to you, Mr. Taxi Passenger.
Do you know this man?
Do I know this man?
Yes.
No, not at all.
I suppose you can't be implicated in his crimes then.
Ah, so am I free to go?
I don't know. Is he free to go?
Depends if he was trying to hire this man to perform accountancy.
Well, are you going to hire this man to perform accountancy?
Accountancy? No. I mean, I didn't know he was a CPA. I thought he was a taxi driver.
But I can see here that the driver has started his accounting clock along with his taxi clock.
You did what?
Yeah, well, I mean, this was a consultation.
Officer, honestly, I had no idea that there was an accountancy ticker clock. What are they called? Meter. That's what they're called. I had no idea there was an accountancy meter in this taxi. This has never happened to me before.
But you do not deny starting a conversation about accountancy with this man.
I would never do such a thing. With a taxi driver? Are you a fool?
Fuck you, Jeff! I was going to ask you to be best man at my wedding!
I guess it's true what they say. It's all about who you know rather than what you know.
That's why it's always best to know as few people as possible, because both of you are under arrest.
Oh, damn it. Not again.
Well, for the taxi driver, that is performing unlicensed accountancy whilst at the wheel. And for you, sir, that is for enabling and abetting illegal...
I neither enabled nor abetted.
You enabled and abetted several mafia crimes.
Wait, what?
Oh, we know all about you.
All about me?
Yeah.
Wait, but I don't know you.
Nope. That's the whole point of being the police, sir.
The police have no names anymore, so they can no longer be implicated in crimes. Isn't that right, police?
That's right. It's all about who you know rather than what you know.
And we got two for the price of one. And after this, we're going to have two...
I know neither who you are nor what you are. What?
Well, thankfully...
And yes, ignorance is no defence in the eyes of the law.
We don't care who you are, where you're from as long as we arrest you. So get out the
That's
car.
the long and the short of it. Have we made ourselves clear, yeah?
Look, officers, I don't know what's going on here. I hired an Uber, and we may have had a small conversation, but it had nothing to do with accountancy. I don't feel like I should be under arrest for this crime.
It's
Of
nice
which I'm
that
not.
you feel that, sir, but we get to decide it, and frankly, we couldn't give a crap about your emotions.
Yeah.
Get out the car before I allow my compatriot to start wailing on you with a baton.
Oh no, not the batons. You know what they keep on those, right? Guns.
And if you're super annoying, I'll play the Leonard Cohen album on the way back to the station.
Oh no, not Leonard Cohen. I'm coming quietly, officer.
Good. Right, you put the clamps on this one, and I'll put the clamps on the taxi driver.
Clamps.
The clamps.
The wheel clamps. How do you think this works?
Clonk.
No, my wheels.
I'm not going anywhere now.
That's fine, we can lift you up.
I wanted to know how they would lift them to the station. Painstaking detail by
Giant
painstaking.
electromagnet.
I did get the impression that was a Cars University.
I got the impression that it was Judge Dredd. I felt like it was a near future dystopia with
Thought crime.
Yeah.
I just love the idea of
I mean,
clamps.
Judge Dredd's is, catchphrases. It's not who you know, it's what you know. So constantly saying it.
Now I feel like I never need to watch a Judge Dredd film.
Yeah, I mean, that was
the latest
basically
one.
it.
It's pretty good.
There we go. That was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I feel like we may be getting to the end of our productive time this evening.
I think we should do one more. It will not
One
be
more.
productive. I mean, none of these have been productive, but
We're
I
giving
mean, we've
value
definitely produced
productive.
something.
yeah. Okay,
So-
yeah.
It's technically productive.
It is
Yeah,
productive in the
this shit
most
will probably
technical
go on the
sense
internet
of the word.
tonight because, frankly, I'm bored.
I love how
Can I get a few
we've
volunteers?
been going for so long
Yeah,
doing
that's
a long-running narrative, and the stuff that gets put on the internet first is this.
I'ma do a thing.
I
Charlie,
will
Emma, do a thing.
also
Charlie
do
and
a
Tim,
thing.
Emma, the thing. I quite like the prompt word that begins with the letter R.
Raphael.
You're not allowed to. Well,
Oh, yeah.
okay, all right. You did just come up with that out of your ass. So, all right, Raphael is your prompt.
You could have been
Charlie-
holding that all night. We don't know.
Will, do you have a better R word?
Sure,
Raffia.
Rhapsody.
Sorry.
Rhapsody.
Rhapsody, as in Bohemian.
Yep. That gives me a much easier in.
She's gonna sing again.
Yeah.
Well, fuck's sake.
They say there was a sacred god, a demon blade, but it pleased the Lord. Will you do care for music, do you?
We like to interrupt this broadcast to apologise for ruining everyone's hearing. We did not expect Leonard Cohen's live performance of Hallelujah to be performed whilst under the effects of helium. Now, we take you back to the tennis, where we see Boris Becker playing Timothy Henman.
And that's a bad miss. Disappointed with that one, Clive.
We interrupt this broadcast to apologise again for accidentally streaming the Tim Henman Boris Becker porn movie. And we'll move quickly on to the Rhapsody of the Ancients with Michael Cole.
Thank you so much for bringing me along here. You find me on the outskirts of Metropolis, waiting for the ceremony to begin when the Greek male voice choir, along with the Gish nose whistling troupe, will bring forth and summon the elder gods that once dwelt beneath the Acropolis, to have since gone forth into the sky. You hear now the prelude to the event, the whistling. What this does is it prepares the ground. It tells the Titans and the Olympian gods to get stuffed, because soon the elder gods will be emerging. And the chant begins. Power begins to resonate through the Acropolis. As you can see, well, you can't see, but you can hear behind me a slight crackling noise as shafts of blue energy and unearthly chills spread up through the Acropolis, and the roof begins to levitate. And as the roof reaches a height of 12.7 feet above the Acropolis, it will begin to shift and change its form, moving from being simple geometric shapes, twisting and undulating, into weird and unearthly visages, as comes forth the elder gods, and we will bow before them.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
It is I, Raphael Nadal.
And now back to the weather.
We will see stormy showers coming in from the west, and a large vortex has erupted in the Mediterranean, swallowing the Greek peninsula, Italy, and most of the Balkans. We advise against air travel across the region, and instead, we suggest you move to Iceland.
It's really boring, the news these days, isn't it?
Yep, especially when it's all weather. the only news we're allowed to know now is the ones that tell us about the weather.
Yeah.
Ooh, the rest of the time, that knowledge is too dangerous. With people, they were overinformed. That was the problem.
I mean, that's when the New World Order kicked in, though, like properly. The new liberation.
Yeah.
We interrupt this critique and comment on the weather forecast to bring you a more interesting programme.
I remember when the New People's Liberation Front took over the Western world, quickly to be replaced by the People's Liberation Front of the Southern world and the Front for the People's Liberation of the North. We interrupt this programme to move away from tired old Monty Python references and have some brand new comedy.
And what?
Oh, shut up!
What did the New World Order ever do to us, eh? Eh?
Shut up!
It's
Right.
an X of World
Everybody
Order.
be
It
quiet.
is deceit.
This is a coup.
This mortal coil.
This is a silly walk.
Actually, you know what? Fuck this. This world is not worth taking over. I'm off to Mars.
That's only a model.
See.
Thank you, and good night.
God.